Welcome football enthusiasts! Subscribe so you won't miss any important update about the World Cup. Hit the like button to support us and write your predictions for today's games. England vs Iran, Senegal vs Netherlands, and USA vs Wales in the comments below. Let's get the show on the pitch. I would like a Spain-Argentina final at the World Cup. I want to play against Leo. I've never played against him. Peter shared. Bleacher Report has compiled a rating of favorites to win the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. The first place in the list was taken by the national team of Argentina. The three most likely candidates list also includes Brazil and the Netherlands. If Haaland keeps the current level of goals scored, he may be able to overcome Leo Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, Andres Iniesta thinks. If we want to be competitive, we need to defend and be very well organized, Qatar head coach Felix Sanchez noted. This is a great victory. The opening match against the tournament hosts involves more tension and pressure. We are the youngest team of the tournament, stated Ecuador head coach Gustavo Alfaro after the match against Qatar. After the duel versus Austria, Mancini will pass Lippi and Prandelli as the third coach with the most games on the Italy bench. It's gonna be Roberto's 57th match as Italy boss. Only Vittorio Pozzo and Enzo Bearzot have more. These years I've experienced at Real Madrid were a failure. It hasn't been normal to have so many injuries, and I've never been able to show what I could do, Azar is quoted as saying by Mundo Deportivo. It's not easy to take in that one of your childhood dreams goes to waste because of a slight sprain, Jose Gallar wrote on Instagram. Left back Alejandro Balde has been selected as his replacement. Enner Valencia will play against the Netherlands, there is no doubt about that, Ecuador head coach Alfaro said. I didn't see Benzema leaving. We went to bed, it was late, and in the morning we heard the news. It was quite hard for us to take, but this is what happens in football, shared Ibrahima Konate. If the coach asks me to play as an attacker, I will play as an attacker, Eduardo Camavinga stated. Valencia were not pleased with Luis Enrique ruling out Jose Gallar out of Spain's 2022 World Cup roster due to a minor injury. Rick Karsdorp has refused to attend Roma training and is set to leave the Wolves on loan due to a conflict with Jose Mourinho. Marseille and Juventus are interested in his services. Enner Valencia became the oldest player to score the opening goal at a single edition of the World Cup. He succeeded at the age of 33 years and 16 days. James Maddison and Kyle Walker will miss the opening tie against Iran. Both footballers still need some time to recover from injuries. The tournament in Qatar is the first in the World Cup history, the debut goal of which was scored from the penalty spot. Eduardo Camavinga missed training with the France squad. The 20-year-old performer felt discomfort in the adductor muscle, so the coaching staff decided to keep the footballer. Enner Valencia has scored Ecuador's last 5 World Cup goals with 2 at the World Cup 2022 and 3 at the World Cup 2018. Senegal defender Ismail Jacobs will miss the 2022 World Cup due to the uncompleted procedure for switching sporting nationality. I'm ready to go. We have all been training hard in the last week and adapting to the heat and time zones, and we have no excuses now, Gareth Bale claimed. Manchester United want to extend the contract with Alejandro Garnacho, Fabrizio Romano reports. Real Madrid scouts will follow Kai Havertz during the World Cup, Calciomercato Web writes. Xavi believes he could face the sack if he fails to deliver trophies to Barcelona this season. Belgian forward Romelu Lukaku will miss his team's first 2 matches at the 2022 World Cup due to an injury, Sky Sport Italia notifies. One day, a paper published details from my contract. I didn't leak it, and only one other party knew about this, so it had to be the club who did this. I found it very annoying, Frankie de Jong revealed. Luis Suarez is in talks with Los Angeles Galaxy and has an offer from Gremio, according to Relevo. But the Glimt winger Ole Solbakken will complete his move to AS Roma within 24 hours. Didier Deschamps has confirmed that France will not call up a replacement for injured striker Karim Benzema for the 2022 World Cup. Despite the possible fine, Germany insists on Manuel Neuer keeping the One Love captain's armband on. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is likely to leave Liverpool on a free transfer in the summer. France forward Karim Benzema will be ruled out from the 2022 World Cup due to an injury. It'll be the first time since 1978 that the World Cup has been played without the current Ballon d'Or owner. When Pep Guardiola and City gave guarantees on Haaland's use on the field, negotiations accelerated, the player's agent Rafaela Pimenta shared. Napoli are working towards offering new contracts for Khvicha Kvaratskhelia and Kim Min-jae, Fabrizio Romano reports. It's unclear how long Christopher Nkunku will be out. There are several treatment options for the injury, FC Leipzig said in a statement. Paris Saint-Germain are the only club that opened negotiations with my son, Andrew's father, Douglas noted. Moving on to the main events of the day. Argentina forward Lionel Messi will be fully fit for the clash against Saudi Arabia at the 2022 World Cup, TIG sports journalist Gaston Adol reports. He has no health problems. Messi trains individually from the main squad as he doesn't need greater loads. Moreover, there was info of his activity being regulated due to the overloading of the calf muscles. Argentina will start its 2022 World Cup journey with a tie against Saudi Arabia on November 22nd. The advert photo of Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi is the second most liked picture in the history of Instagram. As of November 20th, the photo has 33.9 million likes on Ronaldo's account. As for Messi's page, it has 26.6 million likes, taking the 5th spot. Third place is also occupied by Ronaldo's photo, where he and his fiancée Georgina Rodriguez announced her pregnancy, 32.6 million likes. The most popular photo on the platform was a picture of a neck, 55.9 million. Messi and Ronaldo starred in an advertisement for a Louis Vuitton fashion house. In the photo, the football legends are playing chess. Manchester United wish to terminate the contract with Cristiano Ronaldo. According to The Telegraph, in case the Portuguese doesn't agree to meet United's terms, he will be sent to the U21 team to maintain his form. The Red Devils believe that the footballer should give up the remaining salary he had been left with under the contract. Cristiano earns about £500,000 per week. Besides, the Manchester United board shares the opinion of the head coach Erik ten Hag that sees the Portugal international not returning to the club's base in Carrington after the 2022 World Cup and no longer performing for the team. Real Madrid are not gonna sign Cristiano Ronaldo or any other striker in January, writes journalist Jose Felix Diaz. We are to remind you that Karim Benzema suffered an injury to the quadriceps of his left thigh, due to which the current Ballon d'Or winner will be ruled out of the 2022 World Cup. After a shocking interview with journalist Piers Morgan, Ronaldo is likely to pack his bags from Manchester United during the January transfer window. The footballer has received 2 lucrative offers from MLS and Saudi Arabia, though wants to remain in Europe. At last, the main event of the day, yesterday's World Cup kickoff. In the opener, Qatar hosted Ecuador, losing 0-2. Enner Valencia slotted both accurate shots. Firstly, the attacker netted from the penalty spot, then he got the job done with a brilliant header. Enner could have gone for a hat-trick, but his goal at the start of the game was disallowed due to offside. Many fans misunderstood the referee's decision as it seemed the goal was clean. Let us explain. The goal was ruled out because of an offside before the assist to Valencia was made by Felix Torres. Replays appear to show that Ecuador's Michael Estrada was narrowly offside when the ball was initially lofted into the penalty area, with his foot pictured just beyond the last man. All in all, we had a well-deserved victory for Ecuador. Here are some shocking facts about the World Cup host performance. Qatar touched the ball for the first time in Ecuador box in the 50th minute. During the opener versus Ecuador, Qatar had more offsides than touches in the opponent's box. 11 shots at the match between Ecuador and Qatar is the worst result at the World Cup in 56 years. Qatar became the first host nation of the World Cup to ever lose its opening match. Interestingly enough, after the first half, many Qatar fans left the stadium with their team already 2-0 down. As for other discussed points, Ecuador supporters shouted, "We won beer" in the middle of the match. Before the World Cup kickoff and the opener between Qatar and Ecuador, the opening ceremony of the tournament was held at the Al Bayt Stadium in the city of Al Khor. The headliner of the show was 85-year-old actor Morgan Freeman. At the ceremony, Freeman gave a speech alongside Ghanim Al Muftah, a famous disabled boy from Qatar who was born without legs, but eventually became a world-renowned Paralympic athlete. In his speech, Morgan Freeman addressed the fans. Football unites nations around their love for the beautiful game. What brings together nations also brings together communities. We are all gathered here in one big tribe. During the performance, one could see a glove on the actor's left hand. Freeman damaged his hand in a car accident, after which he also fell ill with fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia is an incurable disease in which patients experience severe musculoskeletal pain, the causes of which are unknown. Folks, check out suggested videos from our other projects. It was Football News. Have a nice one, and see you in a bit.